India is a country with an ancient clothing design tradition, yet an emerging fashion industry. Mantra, a lifestyle bazaar, is the product of two fiercely passionate, artistic, and devoted women. Who are joining us this morning to tell us more about these designs is Betsy Ronell and Shabana Singh, co-owners of Mantra. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
And thank you for letting me wear this. So, I have to ask, how did Mantra, a lifestyle bazaar, how did it start?
It started through our friendship. We were doing yoga together and she came in one day in a very casual shirt for India. It was so beautiful. It had a little stripe of the Mantra fabric that we now use as our namesake. And I said, what is that? And she said, oh, it's just, you know, beautiful fabric from India. And I said, I have never seen anything like it. And I grew up in the fashion industry. I worked in there for many years. I had never seen anything of this quality or these colors or this likeness. And I said, how would you feel about going into the clothing business? And she said,
Yeah. Do you still have that same shirt that you were wearing?
I do.
Yeah,
we
she
actually
has it.
I don't wear it. I said, oh, that's going to be like an heirloom. We just going
Right.
to keep it, and you know.
it's going in the Mantra Museum.
Yes, it go in the mantra.
Yeah, you
museum.
have to keep it forever. You
Absolutely.
should frame it.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the design process.
So the design process, you know, we have the boutique owner with whom we work in India. She's been our family's tailor for over 15 years.
Okay.
And the tailors who work in there are just like family. Everybody is supported through this business.
Community.
It's a community, you know.
Right.
I've always believed in the phrase Vasudeva Kutumkum, which means the world as one family.
I love
And I'm really thinking that through this process of Mantra, we are building that. So, you know, we do co-designing. Betsy and I do some designs here. We send it over to Meenu, who is the owner or the head of the team in
Okay.
India. And then she sends back something. So it's like everything is co-processed
Very
from the
cool.
tailors, us, and Meenu.
So it's not just clothes that you wear, but it's kind of a community that it brings people together. These
Absolutely.
clothes bring people together.
Absolutely.
And it's a lifestyle. We practice a lifestyle along with these clothes. It's not just another shirt in the marketplace.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so can you tell me a little bit about this top that I'm wearing?
That is tussar silk,
Right.
which is a very fine and short fiber, and so it's a very finely woven fabric. It's a very expensive fabric, actually, because it takes so much work to fill in and sew in these tiny little fibers.
Yeah.
It has a mantra printed on it, an ancient block print. Maybe you can describe the block print a little bit.
You know, so the mantra that is on this piece of clothing that you have, actually, all of the words don't have a specific meaning.
Okay.
There are some words that do have a specific meaning. But what we do is we attach a mantra on the tag.
And is it a different one for every
Yes,
shirt?
yes,
That is
yes.
so
So
cool.
we
So it's a surprise every
yeah.
time. That's
We've
Yeah.
written them, Shabana has written them, and they're real mantras that you can say, oh, and then you can tell.
So some of the mantras could be ancient mantras, you know, calling in on a particular archetype. Because when we talk about deities, we have to understand that it's an absolute form of energy, and it's not religious. It
It's
has
not
nothing to do with
religious at
religion
all,
at all.
no.
Okay.
But the mantra could be as simple as, you know, today I bring my hands to my heart, and I'll express gratitude as I wear the shirt.
Very cool.
So it could be in Sanskrit, but it could be in a simple English language that we all understand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we have some models with us today.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's take a look. Can you walk me through this design?
So this is a pure linen shirt.
pure linen.
Pure linen. So there's no synthetic fiber, nothing added to that.
And it's organic. We're getting our organic certification too. Sorry. Okay.
And the little cuff, the cuff is Assam silk.
Oh,
So
okay.
you know the fabrics are procured from different parts of the country. So as you said before, India is a country of vast cultures and it's diverse.
Yeah.
So say if it's from India means nothing. So it really ultimately we do hope that we'll be able to have some kind of geographical education of the culture because every state is like a country by itself.
I love it.
Yes.
And then we have another model, and this one's a little bit different. So the last one kind of looked a little bit similar, same color as mine.
Right.
Can you walk us through this one?
The other one was a tunic. This is a caftan, and it's made of a very fine silk de sheen, and all the embroidery you see on it is done by hand. Every single
that's
shirt
awesome.
is done by hand. There are no two that are identical. Many are similar, but no two are identical because it's really, the men sit there and they weave it by hand.
So it's super unique.
Super
Absolutely.
unique, handmade, handcrafted.
I love the orange.
The
Yeah.
craftsmen
Yes,
whom
for
we call
summer.
Master G in India, master meaning an expert craftsman, and G is a form of respect.
Yeah.
So these people are given a lot of respect because the very word G denotes that we are holding them in high esteem.
Okay.
And they create this embroidery from their mind. So they are artists in their own right,
Yeah.
you know.
I
And
love it.
this-
So
yeah.
how many do you guys wear these every day?
I wear it almost every day.
In
Almost
some
every day?
form or another. Yeah,
Yes.
we have scarves now, and so we're able
Okay.
to incorporate this into, I mean, I have jeans, she has cool yoga pants, you've got a skirt. You
Yes.
can wear this in any which way, and we've got fashion forward colors every season.
And they're also colorful.
Very, very, it's all about bringing up the color in the women that wear them, the beauty, the inner color, you know, the vivacity in each one of us who wears them.
So do you guys have a store here that people can go to, or is it an online?
Not yet. We do have a trunk show coming up this Saturday,
Okay.
which is the 12th, at 10,000 Villages. And
On
I'm
Galisteo
forgetting the
Street.
address. Do
On
you know?
Galisteo Street, 219 Galisteo in Santa Fe. But if you're not in Santa Fe and you're not from this part of the state, you can always visit us after April 12th on our website, mantrabazaar.com.
Mantra
well,
Lifestyle Bazaar.
Let's
no, it's
take
Mantra
one
Bazaar.
last
Yeah,
look at
yeah.
these beautiful
All the
models.
same, it's fine. Okay, yeah.
And if you want any more information, just head to Kaza.com and click on the Style tab, and we'll be cooking up some Indian cuisine
Yes.
pretty soon here, right? And I'm going to send it out to Chad, who's in the Casa. Thank you, Chad. That's right. I am in the kitchen with Shabana from Mantra to cook up a tasty Indian dish. So, what are we making?
So we're making a breakfast rice pulao. And even though I say breakfast, it can be used at any meal.
Okay.
You know, we are having, and that's why we have chai here, because as Indians, we don't have breakfast without chai. So the ingredients we're going to use is basmati rice.
Okay.
We're going to use cauliflower, carrots, cumin seed, onions, diced up cilantro and mint, fresh cardamom pods, some coriander powder, fennel seed, turmeric, and some walnuts and cranberries.
Okay,
And
so-
it'll be a meal by itself.
All right.
Yes.
So, where can you get all this?
You know, actually, all of these ingredients, luckily, are easily available in most stores these days, even if you go into Whole Foods, because spices are becoming the quote-unquote in thing, and we know the benefits for our health.
Yes.
They're easily available at most places. But if not, you do have Talin, which is, you know, I know they have a store in Albuquerque and in Santa Fe both.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, is it spicy?
When we say spice, we don't mean as in hot spicy,
Just
but as in the spices,
Flavor.
the flavors of the spices.
Okay. So, what is the flavor of it?
You know, the flavors you have, I practice Ayurveda. And so in Ayurveda, we talk that every meal should have all the 6 tastes. So when you take in a bite, you'll have the sweet, the savory, the lemony, all the flavors will be married into the pot.
Very cool. Well, we will get cooking when we return, and Chad's going to join us over here in the kitchen. Stay right there, and we'll be back.
Here Wednesday morning, nothing starts your day off like some yoga and some delicious Indian cuisine. I love Indian cuisine, and we are in the kitchen this morning with Shabana from Mantra to cook up some food here. So I was out getting my exercise on, Shabana. So
Perfect.
what are we making here today?
So we're making this beautiful rice pilaf. And you know, it can be, it's made for breakfast right now, but it can be had at any meal.
Okay.
Just the way I've flavored it is that makes it more of a breakfast dish.
Really?
I'll eat
Okay.
breakfast
Yes.
at any time
Right?
of the day.
I love
too.
breakfast,
Breakfast
exactly.
for dinner,
yeah.
dinner,
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much. So how do we do it? Let's get underway here.
So, you know, before I start to cook, because I practice Ayurveda, I always like to draw in the energy with a chant.
Okay.
Because I really truly believe that it's not just great ingredients and an expert chef, but it's the love and intention that we put into the meal that makes it this
love that.
vehicle for prana.
Now, is that really, because I hear Ayurvedic cuisine, we've
Right.
tried it before, and
Right.
is that really what Ayurvedic means? Is that, what does that term,
The word Ayurveda
I always
means
get confused by it.
Yes, the word it is, you know, it's not a language that we speak often.
Right.
So Ayur means life and Veda means science.
Okay.
So it literally means the science of life.
Okay.
But because it has its base in India, which is a very spiritual country, it does have a lot of spiritual and not religious. I really like to clarify that.
Yeah.
Because you know, when I say a chant, it's not to any particular god of one religion. It's just calling in these energies so that our food is infused with this love.
That's great.
Yes.
That's very good. So
what
you
do
want
we
to start
do?
with the
Yeah.
chant
So you know, you can call in whatever intention you want, and I'll
Okay.
just say my chant.
Okay.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantare Amrita Kalash Hastaya Sarvanaya Vinashanaya Trailokya Nathaya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.
Well, now you know we're in for something good.
Yeah. It feels it.
All right,
So-
let's cook some love up here. Let's
Yeah,
get
let's cook some love up, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
You know, there's a, it just came to my mind. There's a beautiful quote by Hafiz, and he says, "You have all the ingredients for joy in your life. Just mix, mix, mix." So that's what
love
we're
that.
going to
There
do.
you
That.
go.
Yeah.
Just a lot of mixing.
So we have some oil in the pan, and you
Okay.
could use olive oil, or if you want it more traditional, you could use ghee, which is clarified butter.
Okay.
And it's easily available in stores. We do make it at home, but you can easily get it in
Okay.
stores.
Okay.
Right. So we're going to, what we usually start with is when we start cooking Indian food, we put in all the dry spices.
Okay.
So like cumin,
Okay.
right? We put in the cumin. We'll put in the fennel.
Now, usually when I see cumin, it's usually ground
Yeah.
up.
Yes.
Is it
Yeah,
better
it looks way
to
different
do?
than what I usually see.
Yeah, because
Right.
I see it and I'm like, oh, it's this little powdery thing. Is it better
Absolutely.
to do it this way?
You know, we do, Indian food does call for the dry powder as well, but we do use the seeds because, again, in Ayurveda, the seeds have this oil, the volatile oil. You know, and cumin is anti-inflammatory, it's anti-spasmodic. So all this food is a medicine by itself.
Gotcha.
And what we do is that when we put the seeds in, we believe that when they start to, you know, when you start to hear the popping, the prana or the life is being released
Okay.
from the
So
seed.
we've got this. What else are we putting in?
So
here today?
then we're going to put in turmeric, and you know, we have a whole hype around turmeric, which
Uh-huh.
is actually the truth. That turmeric is one of the best spices you can use for Alzheimer's. It's antibacterial, you know, and so we put in turmeric a little bit, and we just
Okay.
kind of
Okay.
saute it a little bit.
Okay. You mix it around.
Yeah, yeah.
Like this?
Go ahead, mix it
Okay.
around.
I'm
While Chad's
sautéing
doing
it.
that,
Yeah.
you're drinking a chai.
I am drinking
Is it
Shabana's
delicious?
chai. It is amazing, and it is the way I've learned as an American that the Indian culture starts their day off.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
chai. You know, we are
Every day?
chai and biscuits. Biscuits
all
because
over
you know
the
we are
day.
influenced by the British.
Yeah.
So we got to put that cookie in and get into your mouth right at the time before it falls off. You know, it's yeah.
So what comes on after this? Now that
So
I've
now we're going to
sautéed
put in
this?
2 pods of cardamom.
Okay.
Of green cardamom.
Okay.
And you know, green cardamom, it's anti-heating, but it's also like a mouth freshener. You can try one actually. If you put it in
Okay.
the mouth, it's one of the best things that we, you know, it's like you after your meals, we use it as a digestion
Right.
and to clear
Oh.
out the smell of food from your mouth.
Okay,
And
and,
we
it's
yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Do I just put it on my tongue?
Yeah.
Yes,
You want to try cardamom?
Oh, of course I
good.
do.
Yeah. And you,
You
just,
you bite into
yeah,
it?
just bite it and then just let it stay in your mouth.
You can smell already the spices
Oh,
coming
wow.
out.
My breath is smelling good now.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
So we mix all of this stuff together.
Not together. So, you know,
Yeah.
Indian cooking is really about slow, loving cooking.
Okay.
So we're going to put some finely diced up onions.
Right. Right.
Okay?
So
And then,
now when it's put together, because
Right.
this is through
Yes.
the magic of TV.
yes, yes,
We're coming
yes.
up here.
Right, right.
It ends up looking. May I take this off?
Yes, yes.
That's beautiful.
See,
So-
all I needed to do is just a little bit of this.
And this is what happens.
Yeah. But we can get this masterpiece in Mantra, is that right?
You know, we in Mantra we are basically for right now.
Pretty much a
Okay.
clothing store.
For right now.
For right now.
But this is an
Pretty soon.
Indian cuisine.
It is because,
This is
you know, but
Indian
when we
cuisine.
do our events and when we talk about doing something for Mantra, we're trying to promote a lifestyle
Right.
and not just another piece of shirt.
Right.
You know, the shirt itself is
shirt.
designed or created to take the wearer into a higher place of consciousness.
right.
And we want to give that through yoga, through food, through, you know, events and everything that we do
And
in
this
that.
same philosophy as is practiced in Ayurveda is practiced, we try to practice it through our company
Right.
as the lifestyle, as the well-being, and you can find all of this on mantrabazaar.com at any
right.
time, and you can also find us on Facebook.
Yep, and we
Yes.
will have links to both of those at our website at casa.com. Just click on the Style tab. So make it very easy to find Mantra. Ladies, thank you
Absolutely.
for coming in.
Yes.
Thank
We'll
you.
be right back.
Thank
We're going to find some silverware, and we are going to dive into this beautiful dish, ladies. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
taking
Thank
that
you.
home.
Thank you.
It's